Good morning, multiverse. Hey there, friends and foes. Welcome to Back at the Cereal Box. I am your host this morning, the prophet of pop culture, John Pica. You can call me Johnny. And this morning, we're going to have some fun with Melissa and Dee and Ivy because we're going to play on air and share our stories. It's kind of a fun story, and we're going to do that right after this.
Hits like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean, Elvis Presley and he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
Happy National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. And, that means it's just a regular day for us in the virtual rec room because we wear our pajamas every day while we eat big bowls of cereal and talk about all of the stuff from the back of the cereal box. And joining me in the virtual rec room, my friend and yours, the queen of hopeful simplicity, Melissa Stetcher.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm okay. How are you this morning?
Doing good. Are you wearing pajamas this morning for National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day?
I am. I'm wearing a t-shirt, some sleepy pajamas, and I got fuzzy socks on that have ears. See how fun they are?
That is fantastic.
I'm in my fuzzy socks today.
Yeah, I'm wearing my grown-up pajamas today, but you know what?
What are grown-up pajamas?
Well, they're the fleece plaid pajamas. Here. See?
Yeah. See, I can't sleep in those. I get all tinkled up. And then if they aren't if one leg's up higher than the other leg as I'm sleeping, I can't handle that.
Well, yeah, I don't sleep in pajamas, but that's another story. Also joining us in the virtual rec room, we have missed her the last couple of weeks. She is going to body slam you with laughter, hailing from New York City, the Silver Queen, Ivy Roman. Good morning, Ivy.
Good morning.
And Ivy is not wearing pajamas, but she is wearing an epic Captain Marvel costume. That's fantastic.
I thought I'd dress up for you guys today. I don't like following rules. So, I figured I'd just do my own spin on it.
So nobody on this show likes following rules. It is pretty much the motto that I have in my life is rules, like bones, were made to be broken.
I agree.
And why do you get mad when we break them?
I don't get mad.
He doesn't get mad. He gets feisty, and then that's when it gets more fun for me.
He gets so irritated. Oh, it's kind of really hilarious.
Well, so we got Melissa and Ivy in, but we got to ask the question that we frequently have to ask here. You guys ready?
In the world is co-host Party.
She is not joining us this morning because she has one of her. I got 5 kids. One of her her littlest one, Nathan, has been throwing up all night and is feeling a little bit puny. So she won't be joining us this morning. Sad. But we are going to make her join us at ICC CCon.
Now she has no choice but to come because you're saying it live, Johnny.
Yeah. We will be at ICCC in Nashville, Tennessee, April 29th through May 1st. And Ivy has already bought her plane ticket. I'm so excited.
Does that mean I get the morning off?
No, because, well, maybe you could, but because here's what's going to happen. Since Ivy is going to be here in Middle Tennessee, we're going to, and the con doesn't start until 10. So we're going to do the show in the morning. It's just that Ivy will be live with us, either with at Dee's house or all of us will be at Dee's house live.
Oh, that'll be nice. Yes, let's all be at Dee's house. That sounds great. Because that's where I'll be.
It could happen. It could happen. Now, before we get too far in, we've got to acknowledge some sponsors. And this week we've got a sponsor returning. Potted Meat Twinkies, just in time for Easter, limited edition. I'm just kidding. If you liked our theme song for our show, Four Bad Crows, the Murdering Crows, they performed that song. Can't beat an original, and their album Four Bad Crows is available on Amazon, Google, and Apple Music, and brought to you by my new book release. First day with my new tongue, ladies. My new book release, One Night at the Roxy, available on all platforms in print and ebook. And, of course, brought to you by our fans, our supporters, Charisse Collins, Sydney Kep, Brian Huff, Dave Manginelli, Dave Mattingly, Crystal Raven-Jones, Eli Cash, and your name could be in lights at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. Ta-da! Ivy Roman, can you tell our viewers how they can participate in the show this morning?
Well, you can first subscribe. That's most important. But how would you know we're here every Saturday morning? And then drop a comment so we could be a part of the conversation and have a blast, especially when the craziest things come out my mouth. And Melissa just nags me on. Go ahead, be crazy, Ivy. I love it. Let's do it.
Bring the fire, Ivy. We love it. Like Cindy Kep this morning is already joining in saying, good morning.
Good morning, Cindy. Hello.
I love Cindy's picture. Looks like a Funko Pop. I just adore it.
She is a Funko Pop.
She's a Funko.
We need to introduce you to Cindy Kep, Melissa. You guys would get along great. You would get along great. And Melissa, tell our fans why we are called Back of the Cereal Box.
Because we are of a fandom that I know, right? I don't want to say generation because I play games with my son on the back of the cereal box. So we would get our big bowls of cereals and sit down at the table, and we would do the activities on the back of the box and then carry those big bowls with the wooden spoons to the living room and just, oh, Mom, I won't spill it. And then watch fabulous cartoons as you leave a trail of Cheerios.
That is absolutely right. The back of the cereal box was like the entire world to us as kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this whole show is about celebrating the fun of the Saturday mornings of our youth, the Saturday mornings enjoyed on the back of the cereal box while surviving adulthood. And you guys, I am surviving adulthood this week because I got a love letter from the IRS to the tune of $12,000.
Nice.
Adulthood is awesome.
It's okay.
That is love I did not choose. Can I put it back in the box, please?
It's 10,000 in this household, so I understand you, Johnny.
It's called we're going to the bank and getting a loan, Anyway, so for those of you just joining in who don't know who we are, I am John Pica, the prophet of pop culture. Star Wars movies and Avengers comic books made me who I am today. And this morning, I'm going to be doing a taste test of Cinegram Toast Crunch. We're going to talk about this in a minute. Melissa, tell our fans who you are, what you do, and what's in your bowl.
Good morning. I am Melissa. I had it was like a shiny one. It was pissing me off. I'm Melissa. I am the owner and creator of Hopeful Simplicity, where I get to help people live a less stressed life by focusing 15 minutes a day on organizing. Whoop, whoop. Let's see, my top fandoms would be Harry Potter, Gears of War, and Disney. And in my bowl with a handle this morning, I've got some chai tea because my tummy's not right. And when my tummy's not right, I got toast and tea.
So I'm the only one drinking coffee today.
Man has coffee downstairs. I smelled it. I was like, damn, that smells so good. That smells so good.
But Ivy, the real question is, what cereal is in your coffee?
Nothing today, Johnny, because Jesus is resurrecting tomorrow and gonna hang out with the bunny on Sunday tomorrow. So religiously, I'm fasting and I'm only intaking liquid for the next couple of hours until I'm able to eat with my family later, and then Sunday same time. So it's kind of, I'm on a schedule right now. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. We break the rules.
Well, it's for Jesus, so you can't really be mad.
It's for Jesus. Don't piss him off. He's coming back.
Listen, Jesus put you in my life, Johnny, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I love that. I love that to begin with. Now, I am eating this morning Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm going to try this live on the air. This came out, you guys, maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago, and it's been impossible to find. Basically,
like Sonic, okay.
Yeah, well, basically, Middle Tennessee, I've just concluded, is about 4 months behind the rest of the country, which really irritates me because I'm seeing all of these people dropping videos on YouTube about doing openings of the Thor Love and Thunder Marvel Legends figure set, and they're all like, Walmart has them, Walmart has them. I've been to every Walmart in Middle Tennessee. Ain't nobody got them. We'll get them.
Everyone picked them up.
Well, no. I mean, this was like the day they dropped. But and I've been every day since. I've been making a round. But nobody's got them. And we won't have them until about 2 weeks after the movie's out. So, you know, I got to learn some patience. But I finally found Cinnamon Toast Crunch while I was hunting for the Sonic cereal because General Mills released a Sonic the Hedgehog cereal to celebrate the release of the brand new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I did see in theaters. Well, we might talk about it if we get time. So I went looking for the cereal. I couldn't find the cereal anywhere because we're behind the rest of the country. But I did find, finally, for the first time this week, Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the store shelves. I've opened the bag. This is, oh my God. You guys.
Does it smell like graham crackers? Can you save me some?
Yeah, I can. Because it is basically...
Or just go get her a new box because in 2 weeks that'll be stale.
Not if I put it in a container like you've taught me, Melissa.
Ooh, clap back.
Did you get a container, Johnny?
I have one, yeah.
Well, I know, but I don't want you to put her cereal in with the dog food.
He won't do that to me. He won't do that. I know he wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
That'd be a funny prank.
It would. So I've got a bowl with a handle, Melissa. You're rubbing off on me for good or bad. This is basically Golden Grahams cereal mashed up with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And we're going to do a live taste test right now. And by the way, to prove a point, there is no Ziploc closure on that bag inside the box. All right, you ready? You ready for this?
I'm going to beat it.
I have a feel. Oh my God, this smells so good. I might need to be resuscitated after this. I won't use the other word.
Just for everyone watching, Johnny is blown away. He's tasting cinnamon, graham crackers. It's all about like every taste is just coming together. Each bite it just gets better and better. Hold on, Johnny. I'm trying to read your mind right now.
You're doing such a great job. because you're absolutely on fire. You are 100%. After tasting this, all I want to say is, see the pyramids along the Nile, see the marketplace in old Algiers. And for those of you who get that reference, you're welcome.
Oh my god. So save me some.
Melissa,
What? Sorry, that was.
I will save you some, Ivy.
Snarky.
Please.
Melissa, while
I'll
I
do that
enjoy
soon.
this cereal, can you post some of the comments that people have put up in the chat? Are you able to do that this morning?
Had I logged in under Cereal Box, yes, I would have been able to, but I did not do that. So
You have your own login. We're gonna have to have a conversation after the show. Anyway,
yeah, you want to find Jesus today, Johnny? Let's do it.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post the comments, and so that I don't offend our audience by talking with a mouthful.
We
Melissa,
can discuss it. Ivy and I will discuss the comments.
Yes.
You put them up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Meow. Hi,
Hi, Drew.
Meow.
Hey.
James. Okay, so I thought it was pretty great that James met us in a room on Clubhouse earlier this week, and he's like, I only came up so y'all would sing that theme song. It was the cutest thing. Now, Ivy, have you met James yet?
No, not yet. We follow each other on Instagram, and he's always showing me love, and I same right back at him. But I haven't had the pleasure.
Yeah, James is a pretty amazing, just human, and he totally lifts women up. So I'm a big supporter, but he's from Scotland.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
in my head, I hear him, but I visualize who's the author. Gary something. He wrote Don't Give a
Gary John Bishop.
Right. So that's what I hear. I hear James, then I'm like, I wonder if he gets angry, if he sounds like that guy. So that's what I hear in my head. But
I love that author. That's one of my favorite authors besides Johnny. Johnny, can I get a signed copy when I see you? And so I could get my book? I'm waiting. I want a copy.
If I have physical copies by the time you get here, yes.
Okay. Well,
I haven't gotten them from the publisher yet.
Well, I'll leave the moolah with you, and then you can send it to me.
All right.
Can Ivy bring a bunch of Portuguese rolls down when she comes? Oh my God. There's so many places, and I don't think TSA will let me on board with that, even with my TSA clearance that I have. So I don't wait on TSA lines.
So to be determined.
No, Portuguese rolls is these little these little sandwiches, little bite things. It's really good bread. Sometimes they put meat or some type of cheese or something. I've seen them. I'm not Portuguese. I'm not from Portugal, but it really tastes good. I've had it before.
You're in New York. I feel like New York's got the right food for whatever you're craving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of them before, but Sandra Noel is one of our super fans. She tunes in every Saturday morning. She actually is right around the corner from DBarty, and I bet you that she will come out to ICC Con.
ICC.
There's a lot of C's in it.
ICCU too.
ICCU.
So
are we sending emails at work? ICCU.
And she says we can't get them down here.
Aww.
Oh my God. You should open up your own little business. They're real easy to make.
See, James does love our song.
I know.
He's so great. I love our friends. Got both your books in paperback, John. Nice.
She ordered them the day they dropped, and Monday she sent me a picture with both of them in hand. I love her so much.
Yo, that is awesome. Close enough. And what is Andrew talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm okay with it.
Oh, so my youngest Cooper loves Ivy's Captain Marvel get up, and he said when he came into the kitchen, "That's Captain Marvel." Oh, I love that.
Aww.
Hi, Cooper.
You guys,
It's adorable.
I love
It's a win. It's a
love
win.
this cereal. I love this. It's right up there with Dulce de Leche Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon Sugar Rice Krispies. You know what? Do you see a pattern here?
A lot of cinnamon. You're a cinnamon guy in your cereal.
Mm-hmm.
But Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my all-time favorite. So, you know, obviously, go where the cinnamon is at.
There's all kinds of innuendo there. Oh, that was so good. Yes, Cinnamon Graham Crunch. Yes, Dave Mattingly. It is phenomenal.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. And Cindy Kep says, today's bowl of munchies, spud, bell pepper, and sausage hash. Actually, that sounds really good. Potato and sausage hash with bell peppers. Ooh, that could be really good.
This comment is really hard for me right now because I did say that I'm fasting.
You're welcome. You're welcome,
Everybody tell
Ivy.
us what's in your bowl. No, I'm just kidding. I love Ivy too much for that.
Sandra does say that she will be at ICCC, headed to Full Moon in a few. So this weekend, we've got two big events happening in Nashville. MTAC, Middle Tennessee Anime Convention, and the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Convention.
Ooh.
And I was going to be at MTAC last night, and I was going to go as Harley Quinn, but at the last minute got pulled into doing a ghost tour, so I couldn't go. But it may have been for the best, because someone deliberately set off the fire alarm at the Grand Hyatt Hotel where the convention is happening. And listen, 5-star hotels don't play.
No, don't.
There's rumors swirling this morning that they have shut down the convention.
What?
I've not gotten any official news on that, but
that is crazy.
I would say that's a rumor until you confirm it, because that's a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
it
It is
is.
just a rumor, but that's what I'm seeing posts on Facebook about it, and we'll see what happens today.
Visit one of our friends at the Indiana Comic Con this weekend too, Johnny. Since you're mentioning
Yes.
I got you.
Yes, Indiana Comic Con in Indianapolis. Crayley Vanest is set up there with her Pokeballs. Have you seen these, Ivy? She makes these custom terrarium spheres with Pokemon dioramas inside. So they look like the Pokemon balls, and they've got a scene inside of them.
Wait, one of you guys follow them on Instagram? I gotta see this.
Yes.
I gotta see this. Yeah, please send me this.
Yeah,
You guys know I love Pokemon. Anything Pokemon, X-Men.
Well, listen, I have one set aside for you when you get here, because she commissioned me, she gave me some to sell for her at cons that I'm going to be setting up a table. Let me see if I can Pokeballs.
I'm on it, Johnny. You do what you're doing.
Okay.
You run the show. I'll be the one behind the scene.
All right.
That's super cute.
Perfect.
Oh, that is so cool. That is dope. I love that.
You can find her. It's Pokeballs by Crayley on IG.
Okay.
So she is there in Indianapolis this morning selling Pokeballs by Crayley.
I hope she sells out entirely.
So this is awesome. She does. She sells out every time she sets up, except when we were down at Mid-South Con in Memphis.
That's so weird.
I think she only sold one. It is weird.
She should come to New York Comic Con. She will make bank. We need a table at New York Comic Con. What are we doing?
Remind me. We'll work on that.
October 8th and 9th. Let's get it together.
Okay.
The dates just came out.
Come on, let's go. I love it.
We have got so many comments this morning. I'm just going to go through some comments, and we're going to have fun with everyone. Cassandra Noel says she's afraid to stray away from her Waffle Crisp cereal for fear they discontinue it again. So, Sandra, I saw you post about Waffle Crisp. I still have not found it anywhere in my area.
I haven't found it out here in Queens.
I loved it when I was a kid, but I can't. The closest I can find is Eggo. Is the Eggo waffle cereal the same as the Waffle Crisp? Does it taste similar? I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't. The Waffle Crisp is a little crunchier than the Eggo.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that I know for a fact. I've had it before. It's a very good cereal.
James Scott has a great comment. He said, if you want to be put off food for the day, look up how to make haggis.
No, thank you.
I'm going to eat later, like at 2:30. That's when it breaks. So I'm excited for that.
Sandra Noel today is at the Full Moon Halloween and Tattoo Convention, horror convention.
Is Sandra going to get a tattoo? Are you going to get a tattoo?
She's got tattoos.
Well, I know. She's gorgeous. I follow her on Instagram, but it's like, it's so cool when someone gets a new tattoo at a convention. Like, you just are there. I think that's super cool.
But Joe Bob Briggs is going to be there? Oh, I might have to go there after my tour tonight. I would love to meet Joe. There are not very many celebrities that I like geek out over, but Joe Bob Briggs is a huge part of my high school experience.
Oh, really?
You guys remember he hosted a Trailer Park Movies on USA? We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. While Gilbert Gottfried was hosting USA's Up All Night. All right. R.I.P. to Gilbert Gottfried. We miss you so much already. Anyway, yes. But while Gilbert was doing USA's Up All Night, Joe Bob on Friday nights was doing Trailer Park Theater. And it was epic, epic, epic.
I believe you 100%. Phantom.
The Phantom.
I love the Phantom.
And Billy Zane is there. Billy Zane. Oh,
you guys get all the cool stuff and like down there. Like up here in New York, we have to wait once a year for like these conventions. I feel like you guys have it down there like more frequently than.
We have a lot of events here.
Yeah, I think that's dope. My favorite X-Men movie. The first one, hands down. Because that's when my favorite cartoon came to life. So definitely the first X-Men movie. That's my favorite.
Cindy Kep says, go Crayley.
Mm-hmm.
And about Waffle Crisp, doesn't taste the same, only in the big bag section of the cereals.
Oh, so not that box, the ones that are like that, right?
And those bags have Ziploc closures.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my gosh. You need to embrace your Elsa and just let that go, Johnny.
Well, listen. Why can they not put Ziploc closures in these bags? Why?
Because we'll be paying more for cereal.
Put it in a container and recycle the bag in bags. Why?
We've had this conversation.
I know, and every week
get
you want to
spicy
complain
up
about
here.
it. And every week I don't understand why you just can't make an adjustment. You don't like it, make a change or shut up.
To quote D. Barty, because I don't wanna.
Well, then shut up.
But
Mine's
they
fine.
should have a Ziploc on it.
They do. Just get the bag then.
But then the bag doesn't sit on the shelf the way that I want it to. You gotta put it.
This is why I don't log into your account, because I would kick you out. I'd be like, I'm sorry, we done with the kids today? Mine's at his dad's house. Poof.
In other news, what does James Scott say, Melissa?
I will be in America for 2 weeks in February. James, my birthday's in February, and I will be on the Fruit Loops every morning. Dude, you are a Fruit Loop. That's why we're friends.
I just
Wait,
want to
but
hear.
what part? What part of America?
He's going to be in Vegas.
Ooh.
Which I'm hoping he can come out next year. I guess they have a race in Vegas. And partner told me that we're going to. He's like, what are you doing in 2023 and what month? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I just want to hear James say Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops. I think that's how he would say it.
That would be pretty great.
And Dave says Joe Bob Briggs trailer park reviews were great. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is a good point Cindy Kep makes, Melissa.
The hotel does nuke the con because of the knucklehead who set off the arm. I figure the only folks that'll actually hurt are the vendors. Yeah. See, that's not. And those vendors paid for the booths, probably. That's
Yeah, and the slot. The entire. That's nuts. Why is like after COVID, everyone's acting like we're in the 9th grade? Like, what happened to the world? Like, we went backwards.
You know, and does it feel like people are acting like super entitled as well?
Super.
So that's not my imagination.
No. Especially like out here in New York, especially what happened recently. It's nuts.
because everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame and everybody likes. Here's the problem. We live in a world with these things. And so if I can get my 5 minutes of fame and 1,000 followers and 200 likes in 20 seconds and negative news spreads faster than positive, I am feisty today. Let's do this.
I have my suit. My suit is on. I'm ready to go.
All right. Angel Love is commenting and is not helping me. I need you to help me, Angel.
That's right, Angel. You tell him. Get a clip.
For those of you just listening and not watching, Angel Love says get a bag clip and clip it before you slide it back into the box. Yes, girl. That sometimes happens.
That's my hopeful. Good job, Angel. Get up. Get up.
Ooh.
And what does James Scott say here?
He'll be in Vegas, Phoenix for the Super Bowl, Salt Lake City. Oh my God, the Super Bowl! You had me at Super Bowl.
Oh my God! Yes, his Across the Pond Sports Network is covering the Super Bowl.
That is amazing.
That's huge.
That is super.
He started that network. He started podcasting about a year ago.
That's amazing.
So, Dave, you've attended cons where the fire alarms went off. I have too, but have you attended cons where they were deliberately set by, little dillhole children acting cosplayers that think they're entitled and have nothing better to do?
Was it a child or like an obnoxious adult with attention issues?
It was an adult.
Yeah.
Acting like a child. Probably
my kid's well behaved. He wouldn't do that. He fears his mama.
Probably a furry. Well, so here's the thing with this con. The average age, the average age is around 20. But you have anime cosplayers showing up as young as 12 and 13. And creepers as old as, 59, 60, this big range.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have some candy in my van, kids.
Yeah, those guys are there. But here's the problem. Parents just drop off their teenagers for the weekend. The underdressed anime cosplay girls, we call them prostitutes. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. But we're not going to say that. You know why, Johnny? Because then you're saying they can't dress how they feel comfortable.
No, but their parents should be with them, also supporting. I don't
disagree with that. Like, they're underage, their parents should be there. But they can wear whatever they want because nobody should be looking at them like the candy to eat. And no adult should be like, ooh,
You're right. No
I know,
one
right? So you're not
should.
gonna call
No
a
one
child
should, but that's not the world we live in.
No one should. But the reality is, those creepers with the candy in the van, they do.
I know. But here's the thing. We are having an open conversation with how many regular people. So if we can shift one word, then somebody can shift that one word when they go out. So if I don't call a teenage girl that's dressing in comfort and cute because she wants to be cute and go out with her friends by not calling her, inappropriate or prostitute or whatever you want to call it, that's one more conversation that's going to shift. And so then you have one more person going to those cons looking out for those kids. I just do. We can make that difference by adjusting one word at a time.
So moving right along.
Don't get me started.
I have to teach Johnny like my little, because I have been to conventions, and especially New York Comic Con, that sometimes people get a little too close. And Johnny, if you see me playing with my hair too much, that's a sign for help. That's like, hey.
So
I
never understood that whole scene until I did Harley Quinn with the fishnets and the booty shorts. And now the cougars are coming up to me and feeling my legs and my butt and, putting their hands all over me. It's weird. But anyway, I kind of like it.
Not I, says the Puerto Rican. Not I, says the Puerto Rican.
I wouldn't leave my half-dressed kid who is under 18 hanging around a bunch of me either.
Yeah, see.
But I don't want my son to hear me say that about other kids his age.
Yeah.
There's a fine line. I'll be at the convention and I'll probably be stalking you because you're my child. But at the same time, you're like with 6 of your teenage boys and I don't want to smell that in 8 hours. But I'm going to climb back down off my soapbox because my cup's almost empty.
I got to ask a question. And Drew Milden already answered it way up here. I'm going to go up here and find it so he doesn't think that we miss him.
Today.
What do you guys think the absolute best Easter candy is? Drew Milden says shout out to Peeps. And I got to say Peeps is like on my gotta go list.
I don't like Easter candy. I just don't.
You don't like the chocolate?
I like the peanut butter cup in any form.
I'd rather get like Bunch of Crunch at the pharmacy and like munch on that. Like I've never been huge on holiday candy.
I love Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with the Reese's peanut butter in any form. Right, Melissa? I think that's like the gold standard.
Yeah, I will do a peanut butter cup in any shape. It can be an egg. It can be a tree. It can be a cup. Don't give me the skinny ones. If I'm going to eat candy, I want invested. Right? Like, I don't want, I'm going to say no. If I'm eating a package of candy, I don't want a diet version of my candy.
It kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah.
Right? Now I need 2 packs.
And you got to finish both packs just to tidy up.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I love it how they do like, suggested serving size, 2 like Kit Kat, 2 bars, 2 sticks, but there's 4 sticks. You can't just have 2 sticks. You got to have the other 2 just to, maintain organization.
Exactly.
So a serving is 1 package.
Yes. 1 whole package. And how do you eat your Kit Kat, Johnny? I'm curious. Everyone eats their Kit Kat differently. How do you eat it?
Well, so I like the new Kit Kat Big Cats. Have you seen these? They're like this. They're square. They're fat. They're huge, and 2 come in a packet. Well, actually, you can buy them in one bar. And they have perforations, 4, and I like to break them on the perforations and eat them, bite by bite. So that's how
I eat my Kit Kat like a squirrel. So I'll eat the corner of the Kit Kat, like I'll break it off, eat the corners around it, and then I'll eat it completely. That's how I eat my Kit Kat.
Now, do you know that Kit Kats are made from other Kit Kats?
What?
So at Hershey, when they're making the Kit Kats and pieces break off or crumble, they just go into a bin that get recycled into the next batch.
What?
Yeah.
That is efficient. I like Kit Kats even more. Not a drop of chocolate would ever go to waste.
I also love jelly beans. Do you guys like jelly beans?
I'm not really a jelly. Like, I don't like jelly beans. I like gummy bears and gummy worms.
Ooh, listen. My daughter has a 2-pound bag of Albanese gummy bears sitting over here. Those are the best. Have you ever had that brand? Yeah. Yeah.
I only had it when I was down in Tampa for a wrestling show. And that was the first time I had it. This was like 3-4 years ago. And I literally put a bag in my suitcase and brought it back to New York with me and demolished it like that week.
That's fantastic. So the rest of you watching, comment on what your favorite Easter candy is, because we need to do my favorite segment where we reach into the box and pull out our new loot, the prize inside the box. And this week, I admittedly, I haven't found anything new, but I do want to share this graphic novel with everybody. I read it last night. I got it a couple of weeks ago. It's called Kaiju Score. And I initially did a kind of a preview of it on the show, and I had the premise completely wrong. I thought it was similar to the characters in Pacific Rim who harvested kaiju organs and sold them on the black market. That's not what this is about at all. This is about a reality where kaiju exist, and there's a group of thieves that exploit kaiju landfall or kaiju battles on land to rob high-priced art, treasures, that sort of thing. And this is about an art heist that is taking place at the feet of a kaiju battle in Miami.
Oh, that looks so awesome. I have to pick that up.
Cool.
I think that's gonna be my novel of choice while I'm on my flight.
Yeah, it is. Now, warning, this is not for kids. There's a lot of harsh language and sexual innuendo. A lot of harsh language.
Same for the kiddies.
But the story is phenomenal. I can't figure out why this has not been made into a movie yet. Netflix, come on. It's epic. It's so phenomenal. If you
HBO Max is coming out with some good stuff too. Like obviously Lower Deckers, cartoon part, right?
Yeah.
But then you have everything else from like love stories and just like it's just such a beautiful like library of just different movies where you can either go back in time to your childhood, to things that gave you comfort, to a movie that you just need a little bit of laughter in a rough day after a hard day or week of adulting. But HBO Max is coming for Netflix. I definitely see it. I have both, so I'm biased.
That's fantastic. I love that. I don't have HBO Max, but I probably should, because I want to watch Titans and Doom Patrol, but I could get those on DVD.
No, it's worth streaming. It's so worth it. I'm the type of person, I need access like right away. I don't like waiting for things that I want to watch.
Note to everyone, Ivy Roman has the patience of a 5-year-old on Christmas morning.
I do. I'm a brat, y'all.
We love that about you. That is fantastic. Melissa, do you have any new loot this week?
No. So our last new loot went to the teenager, and he earned it. So I got him Call of Duty. I don't remember which Call of Duty game he got, but that's our latest. Our latest new loot was a game for boy.
Well, Ivy just picked something up. What do you got, Ivy?
So it's new loot, but it's disappointing new loot, unfortunately. I ordered a new Apple Watch Series 6 on Amazon, but it came defective, and after trying to charge it, it's not working, so I have to send it back. I have the Series 3, a very, very old model, so it's definitely an upgrade, especially like sizing wise. Like this is mine, this is the one, and it's a dupe. It's a new loot dupe, you guys. I wanted to share my dupe loop. It didn't work out.
My dupe loop.
It's going back. It's going back. I'm getting my dollars back, y'all. I love Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is amazing, Johnny. Dave is absolutely right. You're going to love Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I have not seen it yet, and I know that I'm going to love it. But I'm the only one in my family who will watch it because everybody else is like, "Ooh, that looks so weird." And I'm like, "Yes, it does. That's why I want to watch it."
It's the best. It's super. I love weird. So.
And Melissa Angel Love says,
I like that HBO Max comes with my cell phone plan. Most streaming services do that now.
Ooh.
I did not know that.
What do you have? T-Mobile?
I
was like, what service?
Let's see. Syndicab last week at RodCon, I picked up little cubicle rollet and a couple X-Men Christmas ornaments. Aww.
I'm so ready for the holidays.
I have a serious. Shut up! It's only like April.
Nah, I'm so ready for the holidays.
Listen, I'm a Christmas fanatic. I cannot wait.
I'm wearing Christmas socks right now.
Than any other watch.
What does it say?
It says I have a Series 3. Nothing wrong with it. It's lasted me longer than any other watch.
Well, mine says overheating really bad, and it's like when I'm working out, it feels like it's gonna blow up on my wrist. So
yeah, that's not good.
I need a new one.
Hot.
The calories. Oh, I have AT&T too.
We broke Melissa.
No, I'm good. We're good. I have Doom Patrol. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
So fun fact about me, I love anything that has to do with like mystery or detectives. So
you gotta leave that there, Johnny. Because I have Hulu. I need something.
Yeah.
Oh, she's taking a screenshot.
Yeah. And then I have to make a note later and care.
Yeah, I have to add it to my list. For sure. I love detectives. Like Sherlock Holmes, like any type of Sherlock Holmes, I would sit there and just watch it over and over again.
Well, Dirk
Gently.
We
just watched that last night.
Which one?
We watched. Okay, so we started the Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law one because I haven't seen them because I watched the series with Benedict Cumberbatch, but I was rewatching Fantastic Beasts because I go next weekend to see the new movie, and he was like, "Is that Jude Law? Oh, I really liked him in that." And I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen that one." So then we just actor hopped to the next movie. So.
Well, and so that's a great time to ask, what did you think about the Sherlock Holmes movies? Even though they're not new movies, they're new to you. Did you enjoy them, Melissa?
I will. I'll finish them. I mean.
So you didn't finish them?
No, it was like 10:30. I may have started drinking yesterday around 3 because it's been a week. So don't you shake your head at me like you walk in my shoes.
Oh no, I find it very humorous. That's all. I'm just laughing.
You shake your head at me.
Hey guys, I got something fun for us to do this morning.
Yes.
So we picked up this game. It was sent to us by Pophaus Collective. That's the company that makes it. It's kind of a fun story. And I previewed it last week with Sean and Drew and Jim Orman from ICCC. And basically, you draw. Look, it comes with like 900 cards, and it comes with block cards and pass and no, I'm not going to answer that question cards. I did not get any of those cards out because anticipating DBRT being with us, I know that she would use them, and I did not want to give her the option. So here's how this works. You deal out the cards and you draw a card at random, and you have to tell a story based on the prompt. So I've got enough, just a handful. We're not going to do all of them, but we'll do enough. And who wants to go first? You don't know what the story's going to be. You don't know what the prompt's going to be. Ivy, you're itching to do it. I can see. So Ivy, pick one out of the middle. We'll draw this one.
Yeah, that
so
one.
Do you normally draw from the middle, or do you like go toward a side?
I draw from the middle always. That's
Oh,
my
see?
tactic. That's my tactic.
And I
All
like
right.
never draw from the middle. So when we're playing cards with the kids, what is it that we play? We were playing in Trash Pandas, and I know where my son's gonna draw from. So I moved the card over to where I know he's gonna draw like a crappy card. I'm like, hold on. And then I'm learning where man draws, so I move it back to the other side.
Trash Pandas. That's a great game.
It's a great game.
Yeah, we played that a lot here. All right, Ivy, here we go.
All right.
You're going to be on fire for this one. This is great. Tell us about a time that someone annoyed you to the point where your eyes rolled to the back of your head.
Oh my God. There's
Ready to begin?
Yeah. All right. So I'm ready. I have a story. So this was at a wrestling show, and I was staying over a girl's house. She, another female wrestler. She said, "Come stay over," and she was like, "I have an extra room." So I was like, "Great, this is fantastic, right?" So long story short, I get to the house. There is no extra room for me. The show is tomorrow. It is already midnight. It's Cinderella time. And I'm sleeping on an airbed in this girl's hallway. And
Okay, so you're definitely staying with DBRT this next weekend.
So she didn't tell us that there was a second entrance to the house. So that second entrance was right behind my head. I got so sick. Me and my tag partner had to share one pillow, one blanket. And luckily we're Hispanic women, so we had to kind of sleep back to back for some extra night of heating, you know.
No spooning?
No spooning. We had a rule that we weren't going to spoon, but we're going to do back to back. That's what we did. We did back to back. And when we got to the show, I found out that we were not booked, that she had lied to us. She just wanted the ride. So that is the time where my eyes rolled so far behind my head that I did drink at like 12:30 in the afternoon, like Melissa did yesterday. That's my story.
You get 2 points. And that's how the game works. All right, Melissa, your turn. Where do you like to draw from? From the middle, from the edge?
Just pick a card, Johnny.
Okay, I'm gonna cut and take the top card. The only complaint I have about these cards is they don't have an air cushion finish, so they don't glide off. All right, well, this is a fun one. What is your wildest ride share experience?
I don't know what that means.
Well, this is how you know you don't take cabs. This is how you know you don't take cabs. Like ride share, right?
Or a road trip.
Oh, road trip. Okay.
Where you had to be in the car with someone for any length of time, from 5 minutes to 5 hours to 5 days.
Okay, if it's a road trip or like, okay, so probably my wildest would be the subway when we were in DC then.
Okay.
Because there was a total. Okay, so I went with my son in crickets 2019, I think. I think it was 2019. We went for the Korean War Convention. They do that thing. So we went out there, and then We went sightseeing, and it was later, like the sun was going down, which is a hard pass for me. Like I'm like, way back in a hotel in a strange city, but we were waiting for the train, and there was this. There was this tweaker, right? I saw him on the platform, right? So he goes up the stairs, over the platform, down the stairs, up the stairs, and I'm like, I sighed. And my son's good. He's like a good puppy. He's like, hand. And so our train color pulls up. We pop out. Tweaker gets on the same car we're on. And so then he's sitting. So we're sitting. I sit with my back's by the doors, like the benches by the door, because I don't want to face anybody and I don't want to be like next to the stranger or by the aisle. So we're like right by the door. And this man, God love him, send him help. He is having a full-blown conversation with himself in the window. Like, oh my God, like, right? And then he gets up and he runs to the other side and he sits next to himself in the window again. And he's like, did you see him? And then he's having another conversation. And Isaac's just like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, dude, you remember how many times Mama says drugs are bad? So that's probably my weirdest ride share story.
Was he practicing for Moon Knight?
Oh my gosh. So yesterday, guys, I was on the bus in Nashville because I take the bus a lot, especially right now because we're down a car because the engine blew. Long story short. And yesterday, there's this guy talking out loud very aggressively. And we're the only two in the section. And I'm like, surely he sees that I'm on my phone with my headphones in and is not trying to have a conversation with me, right? And so I'm just kind of like, I'm going to ignore him. And then he starts talking about police shootings and how you ain't going to shoot me. I'll shoot you back. I'll bring in the Air Force against you and I'll cut you. I'll murder you. And I'm like, I think I am about to die on the public bus. And then, yeah, it was wild. So listen, there's nothing more fun than navigating public transportation in a major metropolitan market. I will just say that. All right.
100%.
Oh, this is a hard one for me, but I don't have any blocks or passes. This says, tell us about a time you heard someone gossiping about you.
Oh.
So I was a senior in high school. I had left a party and forgotten something. And I came back to get it. And as I'm coming around the corner of the house, this group of friends were out on the back deck talking about how irritating I was and how much they hated me showing up at parties and who invited him and yada, yada, yada. And yeah, I just...
Can I punch them in the face? Is that...
Yeah. So I stepped into the light and I said, hey, good to know you guys think so highly of me. I forgot my bag. I'm going to get it and I'm going to go and you guys don't have to worry about seeing me ever again. And that was the last time I ever talked to any of them.
Wow. People could be so like rude, like, and so cruel. It's all right. It's all right, Johnny. You didn't need those people. You needed to hear that so you could move forward in your own life. You
know what was most hurtful, though, is one of the people was a girl that I took to... I never went to prom, but I was president of the choir and theater program, and we did a theater choir formal, and I took her to that formal, and she was out on the deck, dissing me.
Rude. Disrespectful.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had that. Don't worry, Johnny. I've had that too. I've literally have, overheard things about myself, and I'm just like,
how could people gossip about us? We're all awesome. How could people not love us?
You know what it is? Sometimes we're just so awesome that people just start looking within themselves and they put themselves down, and that's really sad because they're great human beings too if they choose kindness and not to be an a-hole.
I'm kind of an a-hole.
No, you're
but
not.
I really don't care about other people's opinions. I'm like,
you're just straightforward. You're just straightforward. There's
right.
nothing
They just
wrong with that.
receive it as an a-hole. That's right.
Yeah.
I can't help how people receive that. That's on you.
Yeah. It is crazy the way people act and behave, and it's sad. And I would love to say that I'm over that experience, but even at this advanced age, the scars are still there.
Don't worry. We'll make up for it soon. Have some awesome pictures. We'll have a great time. We don't need those people.
Nope.
We good.
And
we got each other.
You know what's so weird is I literally, since that night, I have not talked to them ever since. And I'm still telling that story. That's funny. All right.
I think you need to dive down onto yourself, like some Johnny time of why that still bothers you.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because they were good friends. They were the people I hung out with for 3 years. You know, that was my group.
Yeah, but you're how old now?
I'm older than that. Anyway, Ryan Permisson is joining us. He says, "Good morning, everyone. How are you? We are doing great, Ryan.
Great.
Having a little therapy time at the rec room at the cereal table. Yes, and Ryan, we have a brand new show debuting on the Cereal Box Network this Tuesday, the 19th. It's called Comic Books, The New Class, and it's Ryan Permisson and Crayley Vanest, who are brand new to reading comics and graphic novels. Ooh. And so they are going to be talking about graphic novels and about comic book collecting from a newbie perspective. So what does it look like for someone just getting into this hobby to pick up a book and read it and, to get into the hobby? And so I think that's going to be a very cool show.
Oh, can I recommend a few things for them?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, so if you watch Walking Dead, right? Erase everything you watched and just read the comics, just read the graphic novels back to back. Listen to Coheed and Cambria as you're reading them. It will put you in such a chilled mood. That was actually the first series my dear friend at work, when we used to work at Best Buy, she put me onto it and she lent me each series one by one. I actually still have one of her series that is still in perfect condition because she requires, obviously, as we all do, our comics and our novels to be at the most perfect condition. And literally that's what got me back into reading comic books again after not reading them for so long. And after that, I was reading Hellboy with the same music in the background. So I definitely recommend those two.
So Ivy is into the more horror, supernatural themed stuff.
I like it. I like dark.
So I got a recommendation for you then, Ivy. There's a series, and you can get it in a trade paperback collection called The Me You Love in the Dark. And it is about an artist who goes up to this old haunted mansion, I think in like Connecticut or Massachusetts, to get inspired for a new gallery show. And she meets the ghost that haunts the building, that haunts the house. And the ghost falls in love with her.
Ooh. Imagine if a whole ghost falls in love with you. How you cheat on a ghost?
Well, and therein is one of the key themes of the story.
It's kind of like the first episode. What was that creature called? The first episode of season 2 of Witcher, where he fell in love with that. I'm the only one that watched that. Never mind. Myself into Museo. So he fell in love to this like magical creature who's like lived basically off his blood. So it's kind of like that's what happened in my head.
Ooh, a parasitic love relationship.
Witcher.
So I watched the first episode of Witcher and it did not grab me. I need to just give it a couple more tries?
It didn't grab me either, but my husband watches it. He's into it.
I was into it immediately because I like the game though. Like I liked watching the game. I don't like playing games like that. It's like effort. But I like watching the story. Like I loved the storyline of the game. So I was immediately hooked. And then seeing Henry in that kind of role and knowing like how nerd-tastic he really got into it. And then honestly, like it's very adult. The first season is more adult than the second season. So like it was a no, I don't think I'm gonna watch that in front of my son kind of adult, but it's right. Like if I were to create something that was mentally and weird like my brain, it would be weird like that. Yes.
All right. I will. Oh my law, Ivy. So, Melissa, if you were to give Ryan and Crayley a recommendation for a graphic novel or Harleen.
Oh my God, Hush, Batman Hush. That's another good one that I love.
Well. So tell us about Harleen, Melissa.
So there's 3. It's a 3-part series.
Ooh.
And this is in the black prestige black format, right?
So this is okay. So anybody that doesn't know, I am a huge lover fan of character. Like if you a good character and you can make me see things from a different side, okay, I'll take that. I will enjoy that. That's why I like Harley Quinn and Joker so much, because you really like it makes you think, okay, killing people is bad, but is there a point in time where it's just justified? Just throwing that out there. But I mean, can we I gotta find a good one.
We can't be our own justice. And I think it's because I'm wearing Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel.
We can't. But there has to be a point in time. So the first one has a lot of like Two-Face in it. But I mean, it is absolutely one of the most stunning things I've seen.
Oh, wow.
Because it really takes you inside Harley's transformation from, I'm a doctor, I want to help people, this is how I see things, to people are really effed in the head. And so it really details into that, but the art is beautiful. So definitely Harleen would be one of my top suggestions.
So that's been on my radar, but based on your recommendation, I'm going to pick it up. And I'm going to the comic book shop today, so I'm going to see if they have it.
Do it. I mean, gorgeous.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Thank you, Ryan.
Well, and it's not a hoodie, is it? It's a bodysuit, isn't
It's
it?
a bodysuit. Yeah.
Can you stand up and model it for Ryan?
Check my IG.
Yeah, if you're not following Ivy on Instagram, you definitely need to. Oh my lord!
So cute.
Oh my God, she is so awesome.
I hope I don't fall going back in my seat, guys.
I kind of hope you do. Not like get hurt, but I want entertainment. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you.
I know. I love you too.
You gotta wear that for ICC.
I am. I actually
And I'm gonna wear my Mandalorian onesie. So we'll
yes, that'll be fun. I have a Venom one too.
I like this one better.
Right? It's more because space, Star Wars, it makes sense. It all goes together.
And it's not just a Star Wars convention, it is a fandom convention. It has a Star Wars focus, but every kind of fandom is going to be there, especially in the dealer's room, because it's a collector con. Yeah. And so Marvel Legends are going to be there. A lot of cool stuff. And Ryan, I highly recommend the Astro City graphic novels from Dave Mattingly. I'm going to go ahead and recommend Kaiju Score that I just talked about. Ryan, you will love this. If you like big stompy monsters, and if you like Mission Impossible heist kind of stories, this was epic. That's all I got to say.
Nate watch that show. You said it's on Tuesdays?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be only once a month. And this Tuesday is going to be the first show.
Yeah, because so I sent you that video. He brought the box of comics down, because he's like, I can't open these. I'll have to take these to Melissa's and open them so then she can tell me what I'm looking at. And so it was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, I sent Johnny a video. So my partner's dad passed away last August. So they're going through all these things, and he found this box, and he sent me a picture, and it says unopened comics 1989 on it, and it's like in a cardboard box, and I'm like, what's in there? I need to know what's in there. And he's like, no, I'll bring it down. So he brought it down and then we opened it together. It was not all unopened comics, but there were, I enjoyed it. So I've got it downstairs to read the ones that are actually been opened before.
Well, since we are talking about comics, this is a perfect segue to highlight one of our partners.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
That is awesome. And Ivy, they are in New York, and they are starting to get the wheels turning for us to be able to go in and deliver the toys in cosplay.
I'll be so down.
How awesome would that be for Captain Marvel to show up with a stack of comic books in the kids ward?
I mean, I will also go blonde. I'll either get a blonde wig or just go blonde, just to be full character.
I love that.
Or just get the pull up and the fake mohawk on top.
No, my mom's birthday was this past Wednesday, and we're going out later on tonight. And my grandmother and my mother keep telling me, you need to be a blonde again. Can you go back to blonde? But if anybody wants to buy a trip to the salon for Ivy, being blonde is very expensive, especially when your hair is this dark.
That's pretty awesome. I love that.
Do you want to go blonde?
I love being blonde. Just something about when my hair is I'm just an energized person, and I'm always hyper and stuff, but when I'm blonde it gets turned up several notches. Blondes do have more fun.
Well, I'm typing something in the chat because I'm afraid to say it publicly, but this is just for you, Ivy.
Let me not leave by mistake like I did last time.
Yeah. And Melissa, you vamp for us for a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah, because wait, I think you got me and Ivy confused. I'm not the hyperactive one. I'm the angry one, or the sassy one, or this. Yeah, those are appropriate words.
Anyway, that's just for you, Ivy. I won't post that publicly.
I think it's accurate no matter what color hair she has.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
Every time you're she's gonna body slam me with it, I'm yes, please. Oh, with humor. Oh, okay.
Well, hey, Melissa, we can arrange anyway.
You aren't gonna watch.
It's kind of a fun story. Is available from Pophaus Collective. We just played it this morning, and here's what we're gonna start doing, guys, because I love this game so much. I love the company that's producing this so much. We're gonna be using this at the live shows. So when we're doing live appearances, every person who comes into the room gets a card, and they get to ask us those questions live on the panel. And
I like that.
I'm going to be using it also for a storytelling show that's coming up in May called Anonymous Confessions from Your Lunatic Friends. And me and a couple of other storytellers will be on stage, and the audience gets to determine what stories get told.
That's pretty
That
fun.
is amazing.
I like that.
That
Who's
is
that by
fun.
again, Johnny? It's kind of a fun story. It's by...
It's from Pophaus Collective is the name of the company. And you can find them at it'skindofafunstory.com.
Nice.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
look
we
at how
gotta
cool
we
that-
have to play a little bit more with those cards when I come down.
Every time we get together, they're going to be with me. So absolutely.
It's gonna be fun. I have stories for days.
Oh, and Keisha Acuff just said,
Hi,
hello,
Keisha.
beautiful people. And
Hey.
Angel Love said, secrets don't make friends. Oh, she's talking about the secret chat. She doesn't like the secret chat to Ivy.
Oh, I'll send it
I'll
to you,
DM.
Angel.
I'll DM you.
Yes, absolutely, James. He asks,
Yeah.
would you guys go international and go to a con in another
I
country?
would love to. I would love to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that will probably be the most fun. I think that's when I go. I turn up cosplay much higher. I turn it up like 5 notches.
I don't know that Europe could handle me in Harley Quinn saying, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. J. Skipping around with the baseball bat.
Listen, I think
I don't
that
think
would be
you
awesome.
could handle it, Ivy.
Yo, I would be in awe. I'll be following you, just like recording like for different reels. Like I'll just start.
DBRT couldn't handle it. She was like, I'm out.
Nah,
Fantastic.
I encourage all that. I encourage it.
Believe it or not, we are already 15 minutes past the hour, which means it's time for us to go.
I don't. That just means I can eat sooner later on, but I'm gonna miss you guys. I look forward to being with all you guys.
I do too.
And our awesome viewers. Like, thank you so much for just hanging out with us and dealing with all our madness, especially mine. I'm probably the craziest out of the bunch. Maybe sometimes Johnny.
I think I've just learned how to screw a lid on my crazy.
Yeah, you just let me be free. I love you guys.
And we're good with Melissa's crazy as long as you don't put a blade in her hand.
It's more like a chainsaw. Okay, so yesterday I got a call from the school, and then work happened, and then rum happened, and so then Bulletstorm happened because I'm gonna need to borrow. You'll have to drive out here then. But yeah.
Wait, my backpack that is with me everywhere I go. Continue, Melissa.
What? Oh, I was just saying, like, my anger is definitely more Gears of War. So Gears of War main thing is a Lancer, which has a chainsaw, but Bulletstorm you get extra points for the type of kill. So I would not use a knife because I don't get enough points. I would much rather kick you off a cliff or into a spiky object. Does that come unscrewed? This is a all right, so quick, I know we gotta go soon, but so this is my stepmom's knife from the Navy. She passed away in 2016 from cancer, and this is the last item that I have that belongs to her. So this is my stepmom's knife from the Navy, and I keep it by me. And it apparently, I just found out the compass part screws off.
Yeah.
And I was like hoping she left a note or something, but there was nothing in there. I was gonna have a moment.
Well, so those hollow handles are watertight, and you can store usually like fishing line or sewing needles, or there's like you can put a whole survival kit in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fish hooks and fishing line is what most people keep in it. But this is my Navy pilot's survival knife. And it's just a full tang wooden handle wrapped with leather and a carbon tempered steel blade. And I carry it with me everywhere I go because you never know when you're going to be in a survival situation.
Yeah, agreed. But TSA won't let me on with that, so stays in New York.
Well, I got an extra for you. I collect knives, so I've got yes. I got your hookup when you're here, Ivy.
My brother used to collect samurai swords, and he oh my god, he had the best collection. I don't even know if he still has it, but so
I'm
good.
guilty. Well, and here's the thing too, Ivy, about that you got to know about Middle Tennessee. In Middle Tennessee, everybody carries a knife.
Yeah, pretty.
So it's like required carry.
Yeah.
What would get you 9 on NCIS?
Yeah. What would get you arrested in New York City is part of everyday carry in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, I believe it. Melissa, the fact you said NCIS Rule 91, I recently just started rewatching it.
Oh, I love it. I like the Mark Harmon one. I don't like the offs. I tried the off. I just don't.
Gibbs. It's just Gibbs, man.
It is Mark
Gibbs.
Harmon for me. I don't care if he's a summer school teacher or like hunting dead bodies. I don't care. I don't care. I like him. Sorry.
I love that.
Rule 91 is an important one too.
Right.
James Scott. I don't know Rule 91. What is Rule 91?
So did you ever watch NCIS, Johnny?
A little bit.
Okay, so there's always this thing like Mark Harmon has a list of rules, which turns out to be like his past wife's thing, and so it's like rule number 9 is you always carry a knife, and like so there's always these rule numbers. It is because that's something my dad would do, and my dad would like smack us upside the head when we were younger. Well, hell, he'll still do it, but so it's like I think I just see a lot of my pops in him, and it's just like yes, oh my god, so. In my son's book, I'm making a book. It's the what is that Seuss book? The roads, the Seuss book. The
places you'll go.
Yes, the places you'll go. So I've given those to his grandparents to sign, to his teachers to sign, to his Taekwondo teachers to sign. So everybody's left a little note, and in there, my dad left his rules, his like GIP rules in there. So,
squirrel!
That's awesome. I just squirreled that story like 7 different ways.
That is fantastic, though. That's what this show is all about. We squirrel a little bit because that's kind of how the Saturdays of our youth were, eating big bowls of cinnamon graham toast crunch, which I think I'm going to have another bowl when we go off the air. And James
I'm going to get
Scott,
a coffee on my way downstairs because I don't have Isaac today, so I'm going right back to bed and reading.
I love that.
I love
that. Nothing better sometimes than just a lazy Saturday in bed with a book.
I need Johnny's book ASAP because I have plans. I have relaxation and self-care plans while I read that book. I am so ready.
We'll take care of you. We'll get you hooked up. And James Scott says, please don't leave. Cooper is hooked. Cooper is his son. We love you, Cooper.
We love you. Always be kind, Cooper. There's rude people out there in the streets. Be a good, kind-hearted gentleman always.
I think all of his kids will be because James is, and Rachel just seems like a BA in the mom world. I feel like people in Tennessee like sharp stuff. Then why do we have Johnny? Oh, bazinga!
He's gonna kick you out.
That's not the first time.
And she says pocket knife booths at every festival, no matter what the festival is for. Mm-hmm. That's true. And Dave Mattingly says, I carry my luchador mask with me. You never know when you'll run across a disco werewolf or a rollerblade vampire. I think that pretty much sums up the show this morning.
And on that note.
And
so how did the comedy show go, Ivy? And when are you doing the next one?
Oh my God, it went amazing. I'm still talking with some people to get some dates finalized for additional shows. But if you follow me on Instagram, you guys, Healing with Ivy, right below, you will see the link to that night. It's on there. So click the link in my bio and then enjoy and let me know. Let me know if you related. I always love to know if people relate to my jokes or my stories.
There's an open night every Tuesday at the Old Town here. That's where I'm going karaoke tonight if we can get out of bed. So I'm just saying, when you're in Indy, we will go on Tuesday for open night, for open mic.
So I have to make sure I plan the trip into make a Tuesday happen. So
yeah.
And I did find out
bed, but I have a hella comfy couch. Like my entire body can fit on it just sitting there because it's got a snuggler built in.
Ooh.
And I did find out, Ivy, that our comedy club does open mic Monday nights. So you could stay a couple of extra days here, do open mic on Monday night, and then drive up to Indianapolis for open mic on Tuesday night, and then fly out of Indy. I'm just saying, it's an idea.
Yeah, that is an idea. I have to look at my itinerary again because I think I'm flying out Monday night back to New York. I
Anyway.
think work. We'll talk about it. We'll see if I could extend. Let's see if I could do it.
Melissa,
Johnny.
people can find you at Hopeful Simplicity.
Yep.
Any workshops or
HopefulSimplicity.com.
specials you running? Help people get organized?
No, like right now I would definitely sign up for I've got a newsletter that comes out on the 1st and the 15th. We are working one small space together at a time. So you can do that at hopefulsimplicity.com. I talk through decluttering the first half of the month and then organizing the second half.
So for our viewers, why is getting organized and decluttered so important? 30-second sales pitch. Why do I care if my space is cluttered or not?
Because if you have a lighter space that you love, you have a lighter mentality.
And by the way, this is my space. You can see it is...
It's not bad.
No, it's very organized because my wife keeps our house looking like a museum at all times.
Yeah. And see, no, like I only surround myself with things I love and I'm willing to manage.
So Johnny, you don't help with chores? You don't have chores in the house?
Oh yeah, I do.
What do you do? What's your
I vacuum. I have to do the dishes and sometimes do the laundry. We trade off and on.
Oh, see, your household's like mine. So my husband's doing the laundry right now. It's his turn. I did mine last week.
Yep.
And we just call that a home team here. So it's the home team. It's not like nobody comes to me to ask where their clean anything is or if this is happening or what's that, because we all manage the house together.
Exactly.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I just channeled a little bit of Eddie Murphy there.
You did.
Put it back.
Now I want to go watch Coming to America.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. He's beautiful.
No, trading places is my favorite. Trading spaces.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
No,
He's
see,
good.
I like Whitney.
He's good. Yeah, good and terrible. Anyway, I am Johnny. You can follow me at johnpica.com. Next week, next Saturday morning, D. Barty and I will be in studio together, coming to you live from Smokies, Toys, and Collectibles. So, Melissa, if you want to take next week off, you can.
Yeah.
Ivy, if you want to take next week off, you can. Neither one of you have to, but you can. I will leave that up to you. And then we will see Ivy in Nashville for ICC Con on the
because
29th.
then I could pack. Then I could pack that Saturday before and just have it ready. Have all my stuff ready. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
There you go.
That way I could be organized. And we can go.
See how everything comes full circle?
Where I'm
We
more
love
like, yes, I could stay up too late Friday night playing games with Ike. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Korean barbecue and Korean beer Friday night for me.
Ooh,
That's how
Ivy, we've got to introduce you to Nashville hot chicken.
Listen,
Come hungry.
I am coming hungry. I swear to you, when I land, I'm gonna be starving. Like, I swear to you.
Do you have a pepper palace in Nashville, Johnny?
A what? Palace?
A pepper palace?
We used to. I don't know if it's still there.
Okay, you need to take Ivy there if you do. We stopped. We went to Gatlinburg. We went to Myrtle.
I want some good down south food. Like, I need this.
We're gonna do Nashville hot chicken from Hattie B's, and we're gonna do brisket from Puckett's Grocery.
I love brisket.
You ain't had brisket until you've had Puckett's brisket.
Oh well, I'm ready.
All right, guys, we gotta go. We gotta go. I could do this all day, but we gotta go.
We got stuff to do.
Yeah, adulting is hard. Thank you, everyone who is watching, for being in the virtual rec room with us. We couldn't do it without you guys every week. And you can be a super fan as well. if you love our shows and you'd like to see what we do, and if you want to help us do more road dates and be in the studio together more often, you know, we got to get up to Indianapolis to hang out with Melissa. We got to go to New York. Ivy's coming to Nashville. Now we got to go to New York.
There's studios out here. There's studios that we can be in an actual studio for like an hour. I have that info. So just letting you know.
My son's told me when we go to New York, he's like, okay, we can go to New York, Mom, but you're not allowed to sing the minute we land. I'm like, but it.
They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway.
I was thinking Alicia Keys, but
I always go there. I'm like, but Concrete Jungles.
Special in the air. Anyway, you can support us at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. And you can buy us a bowl of cereal, 2, maybe 3, a box of cereal. You can become a year-long sponsor, and you could help us pay for those plane tickets, pay for those hotel rooms to do those on-site locations. Because, y'all, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. Although, Ivy, you did find a phenomenal deal on plane tickets. I'm a little bit jealous. But anyway.
Listen,
was it $112 round trip? Was that right?
It was $154, right? But then the taxes is what made it go up to like $200. But it's still not bad. It's not bad.
So all of you watching, because Ivy is sacrificing, she is taking the bite for you, our viewing fans, our family.
I want to meet them in person.
If you would drop just a couple shekels at buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod so that we can help compensate Ivy for her trip, I think that would be very sweet to do on behalf of our family and the Rec Room. With that, we're going to go ahead and say farewell. So long, farewell, Avida un jour. And
we sang like 2 different songs from 2 different decades.
Yeah. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And as Cindy Kep just said, thanks for hosting the adventure. You're welcome, Cindy. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the back of the cereal box.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Cooper.
Bye, Cooper.